Because we are not able to maintain the sanctity, the cleanliness, the beauty of the monument. In some industrial sites, even we have carried out the renovation. There is habitation. So it's a challenge. So I have to sensitize the local population of that particular area where UNESCO Heritage Site is located. Please maintain the originality of the monument, the site, whether it is a movable site or an immovable site. But we have to maintain the originality of that particular site. Great. Competitive pricing. Today I see hundreds of ads in newspaper, in print media, electronic media. Travel to Thailand, travel to Indonesia, travel to XYZ. But how many of them are for domestic tourism? When I book a flight from here to Goa, I find it more expensive than flying from here to Bangkok. So I prefer Bali, I prefer Bangkok, then flying to Goa, Trivandrum, Gangtok, Guwahati. We have to think about it to promote domestic tourism. Competitive pricing is there, but then it's a challenge also. Growing middle class and new middle class. I am using a term new middle class because that term is used by Honorable Prime Minister. 25 crore people are, oh my God, I forgot. Only 7.6% of us Indians have the passport. That means only 7.6% Indians have the tendency, intent to travel abroad. What about others? Why are we not tapping them as domestic tourists? We can tap them. But we have missed out the bus so far. But it is never late. It is never late. We can do that. Okay, I come to growing middle class. 25 crore people, our Honorable Prime Minister mentioned, they have come into new middle class. Those who have just been lifted out of the poverty line. So it's a new middle class. So we can target them. They are aspiring, they are ambitious. They want to travel, they have an urge to travel. But let them first try India. Dekho apna desh. Then they can travel abroad. So we can tap them. It's a big number. Every pie cost. Every pie counts. Great. I'm quickly moving, sir. I am thumbing through my slides also because I know the time constraint. Now, what are the weaknesses? The biggest weaknesses are environmental concerns. Probably we miss out on this. Today's traveler, be it domestic or international, we are very health conscious. Very health conscious. Oh, green tourism you mentioned, sir. Today, domestic, international, millennials, they are buying, they are booking hotel after checking the reviews, how sustainable the property is, how sustainable the destination is. Will it help me in keeping my health up? Will it keep up the pace of my health? Can I have more oxygen there, which I miss in my own state, without paying extra for it? That's very interesting. Health concerns, environmental concerns, seasonal fluctuations. My fellow panelists said, we are traveling within one frame of time. We have vacations. Vacations are fixed. So most of the domestic tourism is happening during that. Now you will see post Durga, post this festive, you will find a cluster of people moving from one region to different regions, selected. We have a season. But why can't we clutter the season? Why can't we break it down and we mobilize people to travel by giving incentives? Somebody in the morning said incentivizing. That's very interesting. Intensify. I don't know how many of us are now availing LTC because the number of government jobs are now very less. So LTC was an incentive earlier. But how many of us are now using it? Great. So seasonal fluctuation, safety and security is a prime concern of the new generation. Every destination is to endorse itself not as a green destination, but as a safe destination. Safety is of prime importance for youngsters, young minds. Safety is a challenge, which is a weakness for us today. Regulatory challenges, since morning you have been listening to regulatory challenges. Limited digital adoption. For domestic, we have not yet digitalized. When I say digitalized means, it doesn't mean that I can book through IRCTC I use IRCTC, so I am digitalized. I book air ticket on Make My Trip, GoIbibo, Yatra, online, booking.com. It is not just like that. It is use of AI, AR, VR, virtual experience. Am I able to give virtual experience to my new generation? Because they are severe of it. They know only this language. I think I will quickly rush through limited digital adaptation and this everybody has spoken about poor mobility coordination. We have got large, good network, but we are still not inclined to highway tourism. Though in India, I know, sir, I'll finish in only 30 seconds. Higher cost of travel, I've already discussed, deficiency of lodging rooms. Since morning we have been talking about all kinds of rooms, but we are short of rooms. Though I don't know why we say the occupancy. Occupancy is 67%, but what is the yield? What is the average room rate I am getting? That's important. Maybe I am able to manage the sustainability of my property with 70% of occupancy. Let's not count the utilization, sir. Let's see the number of rooms required during peak season. Thank you. I close my address here, sir, and hope that everybody will have some takeaway from this session. Thank you.
My apologies that
No worries, sir.
I have been in that position where I have to ask you to speed up, but then you have covered almost everything that needs to be looked into.
I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. And I know you may have opportunity if we have time to interact when some questions come. Then you can interrupt also. Thank you very much.